Want to see how I got my matte foundation face? Stay tuned. Start off with a clean face. My face is already clean, but for recording purposes, I'm just gonna go over with the wet wipe. It's always good to start off with a clean face, and take away any extra oils or dirt, which is not gonna look good under your makeup. Okay, I think that's good. Next, you have to moisturize. Whether your skin is oily or dry, it's always good to moisturize and before you put makeup on. Because when you're dry, when you have dry skin, it's good to moisturize. Basically to moisturize. To keep your skin hydrated. Even when you have oily skin, it's good to moisturize because if you don't, your skin will produce oil because it thinks it needs oil. And all right, so okay, so we did that. Next, this is like my holy grail. I use Milk and Magnesia, and I don't put it all over my face. I just put it on my problem areas where I tend to get oily. So that's what I'm doing now. You don't need too much, just enough. I hope you guys can see me. Just enough. Make sure you get your nose. I just put my cheeks too. Kind of just smooth it out. And when it dries, it's going to be white looking. Maybe I shouldn't use this cotton swab. Okay. You just want to make sure you get a good coverage. Okay. This is horrible. Okay. So we're just going to wait for this to dry and then before we proceed. That's not going to do anything. Okay, so now that it's dried for the most part, it's time for, well, you can skip this next part, but this is just what I do, okay? So after Milk and Magnesia, I put primer. I put it over the dry Milk and Magnesia. And it's always good to put primer. It's a barrier for your skin under the makeup, and it also keeps your skin matte. But what I do is, why I put it under, or why do I put it over the Milk and Magnesia? Is it helps it blend in when you put the foundation on, because the foundation, it will cover up the Milk and Magnesia if you don't put primer, but to me, this is just like an extra step to ensure that it covers everything. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at you guys. I'm looking at my mirror. Just make sure I got everything. And I'm sorry if I talk too fast. Everybody's always saying I talk too fast. Okay, let me just put a little bit under my eyes. Putting primer under your eyes It'll help reduce the look of wrinkles, lines, and bags. Just smooth it out. Okay. All right. So next, I put the foundation that I've been using lately is CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless 3-in-1, and my color is Brulee, and I love this foundation. I really love this foundation. It keeps your skin matte without using primer and milk and magnesia. Actually, it has primer inside, but I just know my nose just gets really oily, and everything else will be matte, but just like in the corners over here, it'll be a little dewy. A little dewy. It's not like crazy oily like other foundations would leave me, but yeah. When I put milk and magnesia, I just don't want any oils to come through, So yeah. So I'm just gonna dot this first. Go in for another pump. This foundation is really buildable, so you can always layer it if it's not covering what you want. My skin is really acting up lately, so yeah. It's like whenever it clears up and I notice that it's clearing up, then it starts to break out with its ease. Always get my neck because you don't want it to look like a mask. I'll just put a little bit, a half a pump. Another important tip is when you do your foundation, it's always good to let it set before you go to the next step. That way it's not dewy, and well, it's always good to let it set, let it dry. You always get the best use of it. All right. Now, my concealer. Concealer I've been using is the Instant Age Rewind. It's almost gone, but yeah, this is pretty good. And blend it out with your finger. Okay. That looks good to me. Now, to set everything. Another way in staying matte is you have to set with a powder. Before, I used to just put the foundation on and be like, how come I don't look like those other girls and their skin looks so good, you know? And it's because I never used a powder on top of my foundation. But first, you want to set your concealer before it creases under your eyes, because that'll be irrelevant. You did all that to reduce creases, and then you don't set it. Oh, just set everything. I think that's good to go. All right. I guess I'll do my blush first. Or I'll contour. I don't contour all the time, but just for video purposes, I'll do that. It's a soft contour. It's not too dark. I keep doing weird faces, huh? It's really soft. You can't see it. Maybe I'll do a stronger one. Sorry. It's not too noticeable, but I don't know. That's how I like it. All right. Next, I'll highlight it. No, I'll do my blush first. I'm so indecisive sometimes. Blush goes on. Now, last but not least, a highlight. I forgot to say, when you're putting the powder to set everything, well, I used to do that too, as I would just sweep it across, but it's better to pat, because when you sweep it across, it moves the product over your face rather than setting it. So, yeah, that's what I do with my highlighter too. Just tap it on. I'm going to show you right now. It's 1:22 in the afternoon. I hope you can see that. 1:22. And I'll come back a little bit later today to let you guys know how my face looks. And how long time now is 7:39. 7:39. And this is how it's looking now. Maybe it's just like a little bit of glare, maybe from a highlight, but it's not oily at all. My face still feels soft. It's amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on how my face is going throughout the day, and I'll see you in another video.